What is up YouTube? It's Eric and I have the second installment of What's in the Box. Because the series did so well the first episode, I decided to up the ante and bring in perhaps the hottest shoe on the market right now, especially for 2019. It's probably going to be the shoe of 2019 regardless, and this is the Travis Scott Air Jordan 1s. If you guys don't know, they haven't even been released to the general public yet. There was a shock drop around February 11th during the Grammys, but very few have them, and it's an extremely rare shoe, and I think resale is north of $2,500 right now, $3,000, in that range. So if you can get your hands on these, then holy shit, it's probably the best shoe right now. So I'm gonna get into the details and discuss why this shoe is so unique compared to anything that Nike has ever put out on the market before. I would say it's a little bit more unique than even the Off-White, if not on that same playing field level. To start it off, we have something that not many people see in the shoe is the Cactus Jack Travis Scott engraving that goes on the inside swoosh. And I think that's just a unique feature to have to show that it's Travis Scott and Nike, and it makes his brand stand out much more, along with having the stamping of the Cactus Jack on the back as well. And if you guys didn't know, the reason that this shoe is so freaking hot on the market is the reverse swoosh. If you guys didn't know, this is one of the first Nike shoes that ever had a Nike swoosh that is reverse. And it's just something unusual. I know I said that with the Off-Whites, but this is just something Nike never would have done if they didn't give Travis Scott so much creativity when they gave him the option for the shoe. And I know with the possibility of him making an Air Force One or an SB Dunk that they also want to do the reverse swoosh for that as well, which I think is just really sick. It gives it some individuality with it, and right off the bat you pretty much know what it is. Perhaps my absolute favorite part of this shoe is the fact that it has a unique pocket on the inside of the shoe where if you wanted to, you could smuggle your dollars in there. I personally just think it's a really nice feature, and like I said, I don't think Nike would have done this for any other creator, maybe not even Virgil Abloh, the creator of Off-White. I think Travis Scott went a really different route with this, and I think it's definitely successful, especially with the different type of leather they use this time. They used sort of a nubuck leather, which is similar to cowhide and calfskin, something along those lines. Not their usual leather they use on most Nike shoes. You could actually kind of rub against it and it will change the directions. I think it's very similar to a Yeezy 750 and with a similar material with it, because I know I have a brown pair of Yeezy 750s and they kind of do the same type of material and move in the same direction if it's touched by hands, something of that caliber. Honestly, this is the shoe of 2019. If you can get your hands on it, obviously you have to know someone right now. They're not going to be released until May 3rd. I know people that aren't even sneakerheads are dying to get a hold on these shoes. I know Travis Scott is a huge icon right now, not only in fashion and in music and just being a person in general, because he's dating Kylie Jenner. And I know each one of those put all into one make him an enormous icon that people would just buy the shoe, whether it's a collector or just someone that loves the rap game or someone that loves the Kardashians. I think anyone of that would definitely want to get this shoe, and I think if you can get your hand on the shoe, by all means go for it, because it really is going to be the shoe of 2019. The only thing I could think that could maybe catch up to it is his own release of another Travis Scott Nike collab, because right now this is what's killing the game. These shoes are ones to sell out in a minute. I know the shock drop was, so many people were posting on Instagram how disappointed they were, and they were just upset with the overall outcome of the shock drop, thinking that they might not be able to cop May 3rd. And I just know that it is easily the hardest shoe to get, and I highly recommend it to anyone that could even remotely get close to them. I recommend seeing them in person. I think it's definitely a different wave, and I really hope that Nike and even Travis Scott go forward with this new type of make of the shoes, where they're kind of outbranding it a little bit more, and they're allowing the creators that have and the collaborations to have a little bit more of their own taste to it. Because I think maybe 5 years ago, Nike, there's no shot. I mean, even Kanye didn't have that much creativity He wasn't allowed to be this creative with the Yeezy shoes at the time, the Nike Air Yeezy 2s or the Nike Air Yeezy 1s, I believe is what they're called. He wasn't given as much creative control as the rappers today are, truthfully. And I think because of it, it makes it such a rare shoe, and the value's gonna skyrocket after they drop. Most people agree with me on that. Jordans are a staple of the fashion industry, of streetwear and fashion coming together, and I think this shoe does a perfect way of bringing all of that together, and I highly recommend it. I highly recommend you guys go for the shoe. Even if you're on the fence, still go for it. I mean, it's one of those shoes that is just going to change the game completely. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. After all, really rare shoe, highly recommend, and I'll leave it at that. Peace.